wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big, go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome out to Costner Stadium, everybody. And man, oh man, we got a great matchup for you today. It's the number 17 ranked Blanchard Lions taking on the number 20 undefeated Poteau Pirates. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows, excuse me. And a great matchup today. The offense for Blanchard has been tremendous so far this season.
Yeah, that Poteau's got a really stout defense, and I'm looking forward to seeing that side of the ball, man. I think that's where the game's going to be won. And
we've talked about it off camera a bit, the whole playoff landscape. You take a look at both of these teams. They've had great seasons, and this game should be a 1, 2, 3-point game.
Yeah, anything we were just talking about Blanchard, Coach Mazey knows that no matter what Poteau can throw at him, he has already seen it. I mean, he's played Tuttle. He's played, who's else on that end of the state? Bethany. So, man, nothing's going to surprise his kids, man.
And Blanchard has that Nebraska commit, Jamie Vance. He's going to be one to reckon with. And just to note, Easton Francis, the running back, 18 touchdowns for Poteau on the year. He's something else to deal with as well.
Yeah, man, we touched on it, man. It's going to be great seeing Poteau's defense because they pride themselves on that defense against those two studs and with that quarterback and that offensive line. So, man, I'm ready to put toe to leather.
It's Blanchard, it's Poteau, it's Oklahoma high school football playoff style. We'll have more coming up in just a bit. Waddell, not Waddle, Waddell. I brought these just in case too. If you need to look, I got them. You got that. It's pretty good, just in case if you really need to sneak a peek. Yeah. All right, welcome back, everybody. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows, Blanchard and Poteau getting it on here in the 4A second round. Starting lineups first for Poteau: Bryson Myers, Seth Ford, Clay Cross, Logan Gerhardt, Vaka Tuifua, Caleb Skelton, Gunnar Thompson, Nathan Ulmer, Jet Pitchford, Easton Francis, the talented running back, and Colton Williamson, the offense for Poteau. And you take a look at what Easton Francis has done this year. He has been just tremendous. 18 total touchdowns on the year. And Poteau's offense has been pretty good so far. And then on the other side, starting lineups for Blanchard: Caleb Reed. On the tackle side, Jared Bryce, Landon Carter, Jacob Combs, Brantley Lawson, Jacob Schoonover, Ryan Rice, TJ Chase, Rex Redmond, Burke Bailey, and Bryce Madrone. The running back, he's very talented as well. And right now on the field has been a moment of silence, so we'll step aside for that.
Thank you. Would you please now direct your attention to the north end of the field for the raising of the flag and the performance of the national anthem performed tonight by the Marching Pirates.
All right, welcome back to Costner Stadium, everybody. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows. So Blanchard coming into this game today, number 17 in the state at 9-2, 5-2 overall in 4A. Poteau coming in undefeated for the second time in 4 years. They are ranked number 20, 11-0, 7-0 in 4A. Blanchard coaching head coach Jeff Craig in his 11th season. Poteau manned by Forrest Mazie in his 4th season. And what are some of the keys to the game that you're looking at, Brian, as we continue to wait for the kickoff?
The line of scrimmage, man. It's where football games are won and lost on both sides. I'm very excited to see both these, because they have lots of experience across both lines. So I'm going to be really, really excited to watch those two teams go at, or those two units go at it on both sides.
As we await both teams to come out, Blanchard has been playing on the road since October 18th. They have not had a home game since October 18th. So they are getting used to playing on the road, and it's going to be a tough environment today here at Costner Stadium in Poteau, where these fans want to see their team get past the second round.
Now this is a different type of road trip here, though, man. We're like 200 miles from Blanchard.
Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit off camera, how far Blanchard is from here.
Yeah, of course. Now, man, it's nice because I know you and I talked too. You came down from Tulsa.
Yep.
And are originally from Boston.
Yep.
So now when it gets into the inclement weather, the tornado season, you can see these signs, these county signs. If they say LaFleur County, now you can say you've been to LaFleur County. You know that Poteau needs to take cover in Poteau, America. We got a nice spirit line going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so coming from Boston, man, and obviously they're a good football town, but have you ever seen anything like this, the high school football?
No, I'm glad you brought that up because it is very different coming from the Northeast, where pro teams kind of rule the sports landscape in the state and in New England. So high school football not treated the same as it is here. There's a lot more fan support, a lot more money being put into it, and the overall success of some of the players that have come out of, Tulsa and Oklahoma compared to where some have come from Boston or other states near Massachusetts. It's totally different, and Massachusetts and New England in general, just more of a hockey basketball environment than a football environment.
Yeah, there's nothing like it in Oklahoma, man. Football's king, and not just high school football. We live in a state where we've got two big-time college football programs, and until recently, the Thunder, we didn't really have any major league franchises, big league franchises.
Yeah.
So high school football, man, it always draws them. And it's a nice night for football, too. I'd like it to be a little bit cooler, but...
A little bit cooler? Man, why do you want a little bit cooler? It's 66, or rather 51 right now in Poteau, 66 in Tulsa.
Yeah. It's just, man, those cool autumn breezes, man, and they just warm me.
Saturday, tomorrow, will be 67 here in Poteau.
Man, and then the bottom falls out on Sunday.
Yep, Sunday, not that I'm a weatherman at all, but it will be raining. I know that for a fact.
Stick around long enough, man. We turn you into one.
8 minutes on the clock is everyone awaiting their Pirates to come onto the field. And that's another thing that I've been impressed with so far being in Oklahoma is the bands. The bands are much better. Much better than, you know what? Some high schools don't even have a band.
Yeah. Well, even in Oklahoma, they don't have bands. But, buddy, there's some schools in Oklahoma, and of course in Tulsa, where the band is the attraction. Like they'll say, man, that football team can't go, but man, you got to hear their band.
And that's something that you would never hear back where I'm from.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's a different animal for sure. I mean, do they have like a Friday night scores for high school scores in Boston?
Not
like
really, no. At least.
I mean, they preempt the news here for it.
Yeah. The news back home really might not make the trip out to your high school game unless it's a very, very important one or there's something going on that's newsworthy, but they let the papers do that, and the TV kind of goes off on a separate way. As you take a look at some of the Pirates captains, they're going to be stepping onto the field here in a moment, and they'll be wearing their red jerseys with red pants, a
like
white helmet.
Got number 40 there. That's ooh-wee. And they got a long roster. 40, that's our guy Logan Midgley, senior, wide receiver, number 10. Nathan Ulmer, also a senior, 45 there. Dalton Brock, and 51, man. One of those big uglies that we talked about. Seth Ford.
Seth Ford, yep. And here comes Poteau as well.
Yeah, Blanchard's coming across the field. They're in white. Poteau's in their home red.
You see number 1 on the left in white. That's Jamie Nance. We're going to be talking a lot about him today in this game. He is a Nebraska committed in July. Very talented, so you're going to see a D1 prospect on this field. As for Poteau, Nathan Ulmer, senior running back, 5'10", 204 pounds. He's what makes this team go. He plays linebacker as well, and we'll talk a lot about him on defense.
Yeah, they Blanchard fans are slowly sauntering in after their long trip.
And how can that affect the team if you on a bus like you said they would be for 4 to 5 hours? That's a lot of time to think about this game.
Yeah, I know when I was in high school, and this was long ago, man. I graduated in '91, but when we went on these long road trips like this, we'd leave extra early. We'd eat somewhere halfway along the way, get a good meal, and then get here with plenty of time to stretch. Hey, the hometown Pirates, they won the toss, and I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but they've elected to receive instead of deferring, so they feel comfortable about their offense getting out on the field first.
Yeah, their offense has been really good this season. 38 points per game. They've scored 419 total points. Both offenses are very, very good. They've got some skilled players, so it'll be interesting to see how the defenses can manage. Yeah,
their score with Hilldale a couple weeks ago, the final district game, it kind of surprised me, because we had seen Hilldale a couple times, and Hilldale put a lot of points on the board. We got our ever-present. It doesn't seem like wherever you go in Oklahoma, man, there's going to be a cowbell.
You don't like the cowbell?
Man, what are we in? Week 10, 11, 12 now?
Week 12 of cowbells?
Yes.
You don't like it?
It's an acquired taste, my friend.
Well, the Pirate flag is flying tonight. They are hoping to advance into the next round as they hold that flag and the American flag as well.
Yeah. Both of these teams are, I mean, every school in Oklahoma basically is a football school, but both of these teams they're pretty tradition rich in the football. They're used to success, and you can see that these Pirates have packed in they're at their side of the stands, man. Standing room only from the looks of it.
Blanchard now will make their way onto the field in a moment as you take a look at some of the players kneeling. Do they get a pep talk?
Boy, those coaches got a bunch of them, man. I know when I coached, it was like speech number 13. There's about 40 of them, but you got one for each occasion. That's interesting that they've been on the road so long, man.
Yeah, since October 18th, they have not played a home game.
Yeah, it kind of hardens their resolve, maybe. I mean, they're definitely used to it. Like we talked about in the pregame, their district's tough, man. The referee's getting their last pep talk out there. Hey, that's the good side of high school football. There's none of those dang reviews. We can argue with them sometimes, but
we have review, but they won't know what they missed or did not miss in that case.
And
so we'll be the only ones to know there.
Yeah, well, football's been played forever, man. Not just football, soccer, baseball. There's got to be a human element to it. You're asking It's funny how you're asking these referees to be perfect, but people are willing to overlook some of the dumb things or the misplays by the players. Jacob, man, we're about to put toe to leather here. Who we got kicking off there for Blanchard?
Jagger Dill will be back deep to receive it. Caleb Reed with the kick. Dill has it at the 10. Still on his feet inside the 30, and that's where Poteau will start their offense.
Nice little return there, man. Oklahoma high school football, man. That was one of the best kicks we've seen all year. Let me just say it like that. You know, sometimes you get guys. It's almost like the coaches right before the first game is like, oh man, who's going to kick? So we've seen some adventures on this kickoff.
All right, here comes Jet Pitchford, 6'4", 170-pound senior quarterback for these Pirates. Two receivers out to each side. Takes the snap, hands it off.
Little razzle-dazzle, he's looking to throw it.
Stockton was going to throw it, and it'll be taken down. There was a flag thrown back at the 30.
I think we got a holding.
That was Kagan Stockton on the carry. 6'1" junior.
Oh, man, we've got mic'd up refs. That's the first time that's happened.
Gotta like that, right?
You know, I gotta love it. And Eric, I know you're tuned in Las Vegas, finally doing the right thing by your lovely wife, taking her on that long overdue honeymoon. I know you're watching. Notice that they have the hash marks. I know you love your hash marks.
Ball placed. Looks to be on the 19.
Yeah, right there at the 19.
First and 21 for Poteau as they await the play call.
Poteau's stretching them out horizontally, man. They've got them spitting on the sidelines over there.
Pitchford takes the snap, hands it off to Francis.
Oh,
Francis stuffed and won't get much, if any. The second down. Francis coming into this game has been so good for the Pirates at the running back position.
I want to say that was, yeah. Logan McKay was just there and stood him up, man. Coming in from that linebacker spot. Blanchard's in like a cover 2 shell here.
Second and 20. Pitchford way back.
Oh,
throws it out. He finds Skelton. And
there
Skelton still on his feet. And he'll be dragged down just inside the 40.
Our man right there, Logan McKay again on the stop. If he doesn't get him, that's a first down. He may be still running. Blocked really well. Yeah, man. So now you got third down and manageable.
Third and short for Pitchford. He's got options. A lot of weapons on this offense.
Oh, man, they've got the play cards. You got twins to the top there.
Pitchford out to his right. Looking for somebody. Finds his man. It's Skelton again. Ball came out, but he did make the catch, and it will be a first down.
Yeah, you'll see that's a little whip route. He worked his way in and then whipped it back outside. Julian Edelman style.
There you go. That's how you reference your partner's favorite NFL team. So the first down that we have in this game. Pitchford moving his offense up the field. Trying to get past the halfway point. Here comes the snap out to his left. It's taken by Thompson.
Oh, nice
and Thompson
tackle, 23.
is tackled. Nice job.
Jacob Madsen right there coming from his outside linebacker spot. And that's literally a shoestring tackle.
Maston grabbed him with one of his hands. 86th tackle of the season for Maston. He has been a beast, but he does not lead his team in tackles. It's Logan McKay, who actually now has 100 tackles on the season because of his first 2 on the first 2 drives. Pitchford takes it himself, and he'll be wrapped up.
That almost looked like that was a miscommunication. It looked like the running back was thinking he was going to run a counter.
Brentley Lawson on the tackle.
Boy, the size of Blanchard's line, man, they've got some big old boys in there, man.
6'1", 230, 6'1", 260.
Yeah, I don't know.
6'1", 225.
I don't know that you're going to get a lot of joy in between the tackles there.
3rd and 8.
Uh-oh.
And a timeout will be called. Poteau will take it. That's their first, so they've got 2 left. And we'll be right back after this. No score as we start off the 2nd round of the Class 4A playoffs.
But their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
First ever meeting between Blanchard and Poteau. So far, no score. 8:36 left to go in the first quarter. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows here on Bravado Wireless. Thanks for tuning in, making us a part of your Friday night lights here in Poteau, Oklahoma.
Buddy, only in America can a guy that hails from Boston, Massachusetts, team up with a guy from Bozeman, Montana to watch high school football.
3rd and 8. Pitchford looking to make the first down.
Roll.
He'll probably...
He's tucking it and running it.
Tuck it and run it, like you just said. Might not have been enough.
No, he's going to be about 5. Well, they gave him a good spot, man. He's about 3 yards short. No, there it goes. He's about 5 yards short.
It'll be 4th down. They'll bring out the special teams unit.
Got 2 guys back for Blanchard to return this.
Gunnar Thompson to kick this one off.
It's a fake.
And he's going to fake it.
There it goes.
And he keeps it. Thompson across the 40. Still has the football and out of bounds inside the 30. It looked as if he was going to kick it. And guess what? Thompson sneaks away.
I think he had the option to kick it. I think one of those rugby style kicks. We do have a penalty on the play. I don't know what we got. That's where he threw it right there. That's going to be a personal foul. Yep, on number. I saw the number that got hit, 20, but he's still going to have the first down because it was after the run, but he just kind of lowered the boom on him.
So there was a blindside block on Stockton's return.
Oh.
Or Stockton's sneak, rather.
Man,
And they got to go all the way back to the 49.
Boy, I got to get a rules expert. Can we throw that to Mike Pereira? Because
we need a Mike Pereira.
That happened at the 21, so that's basically a 30-yard penalty right there. If it's a spot foul, that's a 30-yard penalty, you know.
So blindside block as.
And it's a good call. He didn't have to do that.
Forrest Mazie trying to get some confirmation from the referee on what that was.
Yeah, he's. I think they're quibbling with the spot.
Referees will still talk this over.
And we're not going to get an explanation.
No, we will not. So the ball will stay on the 49.
So let's see if they send the punt unit back out or if they think they're going to go for it. Nope, they're gonna show a punt look again.
So this will be Stockton, who will line up as if he will kick this one off. We'll see what happens.
Well,
you never know.
Blanchard's in punt safe right now. They've got basically their defense out there.
Punted back, and it will be knocked down just inside the 10, and it will
It's going to roll.
Roll its way to the 7, it looked like.
Yeah,
or
the 6. Yeah.
So great field positioning for now Poteau's defense that will take the field, and Blanchard's offense will come out for the first time, and we get a chance to look at TJ Chase, the quarterback for the Lions. 6'2", 195-pound senior. And he has a lot of weapons on this team, starting with Jamie Nance, wide receiver, number 1 on your screen. And they will start at the 9.
Both teams come out just spreading the field, a little read option there.
And that is Bryce Madron on the carry.
Yeah, quarterback came out with a sidecar right, and it was just that little read option look.
Madron, 5'9", 165-pound junior. He will get a lot of carries. He is at 1,571 yards coming into this game today, and he just added to that total. 2nd down and 3. Chase gives it to Madron again. This time, not much room.
He's going to be just shy. It's going to be 3rd and about 1.
See where they give him the spot.
Yeah.
So 3rd and 1. So if Poteau's defense can stand up here, this would be some great field positioning on the offensive side when they get the ball back. But here we go, 3rd and 1. Chase with Madron to his left. He'll throw it out to
he wasn't looking for it.
The bench. No one there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's like he was looking for number 7 there.
Intended for Nance. Nance not really in that vicinity, but
it kind of threw me off there because on our sheet we got him at number 3. I'm glad that you got things together.
Whistle stopped at the moment.
Poteau takes a timeout there. That almost looked like he was thinking about faking it too.
Poteau takes another timeout. We'll keep it here. Bryce Madron was going to kick it off, but he'll have to wait for a moment.
Yeah. Poteau didn't like what they saw, something. They're down to 1 timeout now in this first half. I mean, you're getting a good look right there, folks at home, at the size of those Blanchard kids, man. They've got some big boys.
Bravado Wireless is your hometown wireless phone provider offering unlimited talk, text, and data plan for only $40 a month at Bravado Wireless. Visit bravadowireless.com, like us on Facebook, or visit one of the Bravado Wireless stores for amazing deals. Don't forget to also follow us on Twitter for in-depth coverage of tonight's game. Go bold. Go Bravado. You on Twitter there, Brian, or what?
I am. I'm on Twitter.
Plug your Twitter for us.
It is, I think it's Montana Native.
Oh, that's where you gone wrong. You can't even remember your own Twitter handle. That's where you gone wrong. Bryce Madron will kick this one off. 4th and 1, unless he's going to sneak it. You never know. It's a low snap.
It's a low snap.
He gets off the punt.
Shank.
He shanks it, and it's going to go out of bounds inside the 40. Great field positioning for Poteau as the players clap their hands on the sidelines. They get the ball back on offense.
Goes out of bounds at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Pirates.
Be 1st and 10 for the Pirates, coming off a 16-0 win versus Ulaga in the first round of the 4A playoffs. Again, this is the 2nd time in 4 years Poteau has finished the regular season undefeated. And these fans are ready for some excitement. Stands are packed here at Costner Stadium. Ball on the 38. 1st and 10. Pitchford.
Oh, we got an illegal procedure there. Somebody flinched.
And it will be on the offense. Somebody flinched a muscle. So that'll move him back.
Well, and those pre-snap penalties, man, they just drive a coach crazy.
Snap to Pitchford.
Quarterback
Taking
sweep
himself.
there.
Tried to hop over a defender. Not much room there. Gains about 4.
Number 11, Jack Pitchford on the run for the Pirates.
Boy, they didn't give him anything.
Number 42, Logan McKay on the tackle for the Lions.
I'm telling you, it's going to be hard running in between the tackles, man. That was just a quarterback sweep. They're trying to get the numbers in their favor with the quarterback run game.
Second down. Pitchford has Francis to his right.
Maybe just motion 25 out of there, out of that H-back, and that's the way he's looking.
Looking for Thompson down
Oh,
the
he's
field.
wide open.
Thompson is
Oh,
open and
nice.
makes the catch out of bounds right at the 10. What a catch from Thompson. Gunnar Thompson, the tight end. You talked
watch
about
this.
it, Brian. He
Yeah.
motioned out to his left, and he was gone.
Yeah, number 11 there from Blanchard got caught looking in the backfield the whole time, man. And before he realized it, if he's even, he's leaving.
First down. Pitchford hands it off to Francis. And he won't get much.
Number 2, Easton Francis on the run up the middle for the Pirates.
That was Jacob Cresswell that got beat on that. He was peeking into the backfield, seeing what's going on.
Brings up second down.
Second down and 9.
And there's not a lot of secret to what Blanchard's doing on defense. It looks like they're manning up on the corners and just playing a cover 2 in the middle.
Pitchford looking
There's
for room.
That little whip route again didn't go that time.
And he'll run out of bounds. Smart decision there from a
Yeah.
quarterback who could have forced it into the end zone and instead runs it out.
Yep, man, our 23 there, our guy, Mason, or Jacob Matson, man, he was closing like a freight train right there.
Third down and 4 for the Pirates.
No, gonna change formations here, bringing in some bigger fellas.
Third down and 4. One of those bigger fellas coming in. Vaka Tuafua.
Oh, just sounds like a big old lineman, doesn't it?
Thompson in motion. Pitchford.
Straight quarterback run. There he
Keeping
is.
himself. Is he in?
Yep, they gave it
He's
to him.
in. Touchdown, Poteau. And that was Francis. Out of the Wildcat, Francis gets his 15th touchdown of the season and puts Poteau up 6-0.
Nice call there, man. Our man Francis, I thought that was the regular quarterback. And he's just a junior.
Francis is just a junior. He's got so much room to grow. 6 foot, 205 pounds.
Easton, the touchdown maker, Matson.
Garrett Clark
Francis.
on to kick the extra point,
Oh, nice kick.
and it goes through. A
And-
7-0 lead for Poteau.
Hey, that's key, man, because Blanchard's come a long way for this. For them to get on top early. You know, their trick play didn't work early on, but they were able to get a stop, flip the field position back in their favor, had a short field, drove it, scored. Now it's up to Blanchard and their seniors to get back into it and say, hey, man, this isn't anything that we hadn't seen before. But I always think in a playoff game like this, the home team scoring first is almost vital.
It seemed as though this game had a slower start to it,
Yeah.
and the fans are now a bit more into it. The crowd's on their feet, dancing around. The cheerleaders as well doing their thing. So here comes Blanchard now to field this kickoff.
Yeah, first ever meeting between two teams. You get the feeling they're just kind of feeling each other out because no matter what you've seen on film, you can never fully figure out what the other team is really about until you actually punch them in the mouth.
Bryce Madron
Oh, that's going to go out of bounds.
will not even have a chance to return this. It goes out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds. Penalty markers down.
Ooh, the cheerleaders throwing out those footballs, man. Hey, that one's got an arm now, Jacob. Wonder if we open this window if they could get
Say,
one in.
what are they giving out? Footballs?
Yeah.
I want a free football.
There we go. Ask Clayton. I bet she could get you one.
Should get some free footballs up here. Here comes Blanchard's offense. And TJ Chase, the quarterback. They will play both quarterbacks. Cole Smith, the backup quarterback, a senior as well as Chase. Chase, the better passer. Smith, the better runner. And I talked with head coach Jeff Craig about that. He says it just depends on the situation. Chase.
Oh, he's looking deep. They
pump
got him
fake,
on a wheel route.
Goes deep. And the catch is not made. Went up for Nance, and he comes down, and he's still down. Slow to get up. Jamie Nance gingerly walking back to the huddle.
Well, they had exactly what they wanted there. He was the slot receiver, and their outside receiver ran a slant, and he just ran a wheel route over the top of him. Hit him right in the hands, man.
Second down and 10. You saw Chase pump fake and then go long to his guy, Jamie Nance. We'll be saying his name all night long. Man in motion, it's Schoonover. They don't give it to him. Now they do, and it was overthrown over Schoonover's head.
Yeah, Blanchard's out of sync, man. That pass wasn't even close. It was a little. They ran him on a little jet motion, and they were just trying to slip him back out to the flat, and that wasn't even close. So now we got 3rd and long, man.
3rd down and 10. Crowd on its feet here at Costner Stadium. Chase rolls out to his left, looking towards the sideline, towards
they're giving it to him.
Cresswell, and he made the catch. Did they give him the first down, though?
Yes, they
did. Jason Cresswell, senior wide receiver, makes his 9th catch of the season.
Let's watch that again. He just ran a little hook right there. Just ran right to the stick, turned around. So Blanchard's trying to pick up the tempo here.
Chase is wrapped down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, whoever his read man was, he read the wrong guy on that RPO.
Gunnar Thompson makes his 85th tackle of the season. He leads the team in tackles, tackles for losses, and sacks. He has 10 sacks on the season. Chase.
He's
towards the sideline. It's caught by Nance, and he steps out of bounds inside the 45, right at the 44.
It's going to set up a 3rd and short here. Gave him about 9 yards. Ooh, they gave him 9.5 yards. That was a little roll, but man, they had a guy sitting wide open in the middle there. I wonder if the coaches on that other side are radioing down and say, hey, put a little check mark back next to that play, because that guy in the middle sat down between those linebackers, came wide open.
Third down and 1. Chase keeps it himself, gets the first down and a bit more. Looks like he got 3. TJ Chase coming into this game, played 7 before this one, 63 of 100 pass attempts, 830 yards, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 1st and 10. Handed off. Madron wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage, but a flag is thrown. Coming over for the tackle was Nate Ulmer. Flag was thrown, though.
It was thrown right where he was tackled, so let's see what we got here. Face mask.
Face mask on the defense. So add 5.
Yeah, kind of erased that. In high school football, you know, in pro and college now, they've done away with the 5 or the 15-yard face mask. everything's 15 yards. In high school, it can still be incidental. So.
Second and 13. Chase. Option.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Cresswell is cranked right at the 30. Ball came out.
I don't know if the quarterback thought he was supposed to keep going. He sat down, and the quarterback led him a little bit away from that safety. It almost looks like he expected him to keep going. That's 2, man, for Blanchard on this drive. That's hit him in the hands. You're on the road playing the number 2 team in state. Can't make those mistakes.
Chase fakes the handoff,
that
and a man wide open. It's Schoonover. He got hit, but he makes the catch. Jacob Schoonover, the senior wide receiver. He has been a nice little weapon for TJ Chase so far this season.
Yeah, number 1 there, Jaden Mankin came up from his free safety position and dropped the hammer on him.
Chase keeps it himself. And you'll see that a lot. Chase can run it a little bit, but Bryce Madron, the running back for Blanchard, is so dangerous that you have to stay on your feet, because if Mandra doesn't have it, well, Chase can sling it.
Both teams are finding it rough to run in the middle, man, between the tackles right now.
Ball on the 28. Chase looks out to his left, finds Mandron. Mandron is nowhere
nice move
to go, but he somehow finds some extra yardage.
He had 2 guys out there, 45 and 12 from Poteau. And somehow he got 1 yard out of something that probably should have been 3 or 4 yard loss.
Third down and 9. Everyone's stomping. The camera's going nuts. Chase looks to the sideline for an audible. He gets one. Madron, the running back, to his right. 3 receivers out to his right, 1 left. Chase stepping back, throws out to the sideline, and it's caught by Rex Redmond.
It's going to be just shy. Well, I don't know. I think they gave it to him.
Did they get it? That's the question. Where will they spot it?
They gave him the first down.
First down.
Now here where it's going to be harder to double Nance in this look that they're giving, because they're giving the corners safety help over the top, but when the field squeezes like this, man, it's harder to get that second defender over there to him.
Chase gets the snap.
Throw it.
Still has the football. Being chased. Throws for the end zone. Almost picked off. Almost picked off.
Yeah, number 18, he read that the whole way. Jagger Deal, sophomore from Poteau. As he rolled, he saw it coming. You'll see that Nance was just going to be a little bubble, and then all of a sudden he took off. You know, it almost looked like it had been just better for him to throw it out quick to him, because if you look, the safety's 10 yards off the Nance, off both slot receivers. I mean, look how much of a cushion they've given him there.
Chase gets the snap. It's low. Almost dropped it on the ground. Looking for Nance. Nance finds his way. Did he make the catch?
Yep.
He did. Touchdown, Blanchard. What a catch from Jamie Nance. Skying up. And his 9th touchdown of the season.
They gave that same look. They pumped him, and then as soon as that corner bit on it, man, they just threw it up the field.
Again, Nance committed to Nebraska for a reason. D1 prospect all the way. Get up there, young fella. Extra point is good. by
7-7.
now it's 7-7.
Thank you, Truck, for giving Blanchard their points.
They worked hard for him, that's for sure.
Shook off a couple drops. Good drive.
Well, that was the thing. Nance had a drop on that first pass of that drive, and they went to the same exact play, and they found him.
Yep. And they had, you know, that was a long pass, and then they dropped that other one, a couple bad throws, and they were able to overcome it. Buddy, we're still in the first quarter now.
Well, that's the thing. 1:09 left to go. We're all tied up at 7. Caleb Reed will kick this one off for Blanchard.
Oh, the wind reared its ugly head, knocked the ball off the tee.
Jagger Dill, Colton Williamson back to receive. Reed to kick it off. Game tied up at 7. Dill with the ball. Trying to fight for every single yard. He gets down to the 28.
We're seeing better special teams than we have in the past. I know that this is your first week, but we had a lot of guys like to dance, man. When you're returning kicks like that, buddy, you got to make your decision and just kind of live with it. If it's right or wrong, you can't change your mind midstream and try to reverse your field. So we got a new look from Poteau. They got trips to the bottom of your screen and singled up top.
Poteau may be changing a couple things up. Forrest Mazie, his 4th season at the helm.
There's a little daylight between the
Pitchford
tackles.
Finding that daylight.
Yep. Good pickup, 8 yards. It's our guy Easton, the touchdown maker, Francis. Buddy, you got to be a college graduate to play quarterback these days. You seen those cards, man? They got all kinds of different signals.
Yes.
Oh, nice move. He's
Look at
got some
this.
daylight. Yep.
Pitchford handed it off to Francis, and Francis finds the room.
Yeah, that was a nice little move there. He shook that defensive end, gave him the old leg. I'm going this way. No, I'm going to jump upfield. Nice little jump cut. And then ran that guy over for good measure. I think they're going to let the clock die for this first quarter, man. I think we're going to go into the second quarter.
And the clock will hit 0. We are all tied up at 7 apiece. Easton Francis scored the first touchdown of the game to make it 6-0. And then Nance on the other end ties this game up at 7. Blanchard, Poteau, second quarter coming up next.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Never miss a touchdown with Bravado Wireless. Bravado Wireless is your destination for live streaming local games and events. Watch tonight's game free on BravadoTV.com. Visit one of the Bravado Wireless stores for amazing deals. Go bold. Go Bravado. Second quarter of action, 7 up. Blanchard and Poteau.
They come back with that trips to the top and singled up on the bottom with that sidecar right. It's been their best running for, well, until just then.
A couple of the Blanchard defenders in on Francis.
It's never good when your offensive tackle there was one of the first ones to get out from under the pile. Usually means he may not have won his one-on-one there.
Second down and 8 for Jet Pitchford. Pitchford out.
Oh!
And it's knocked down, almost intercepted by Ronnie Brown. He slapped the ground because he knows he just almost had an interception.
He dropped down to that sidearm, and usually,
wow,
when you see a defensive end up in the air like that, it means that the tackle didn't get his cut block. When you're trying to do quick little throw out like that, you're dependent on that offensive tackle or whoever it is, tight end, to get that cut block.
Pitchford fakes the handoff,
throwback.
spins out. A wild throw. It's caught by Williamson.
Oh, he's got
Williamson
the first
almost
down.
lost the ball. He kept it, though. Almost gave the ball up to Diego Ortegon. So Williamson makes the catch.
We gonna get a measurement here? I thought he had that easy. Carl Albert keeps on rolling in 5A. Man, Collinsville.
Cardinals.
Yeah, buddy. We saw Collinsville. They're impressive, man. I want to Booker T's on top of Stillwater, top-ranked Stillwater. Good night. Ooh, man,
Makes
a couple
me
of
down.
upset. Yeah,
Okay.
the 1 and 2 teams are down.
Now you talk about a good band, Bixby. This the pride of Bixby. Look at that.
There we go.
It's short.
Man,
And the crowd is upset, but I mean the chains don't lie, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
I mean that is you sticking a finger between. That's what the referee was doing. He was sticking a finger between the chains and the football. That's how much room there was.
And you can hear the Poteau faithful. They don't necessarily agree with how he read that finger.
Oh yeah.
So if the other ref had done it and his finger didn't fit, does that mean it's first down?
Wow. Well, that is interesting because it's all dependent on that finger size.
Yes, that's correct.
Fourth down and a wee bit inches.
The width of the referee's finger.
Yeah, a finger's worth.
And man, the Poteau faithful have come back alive.
Here we go. Looks like they're going to go for it. Can they squeeze that little bit?
Oh, that and then some. There it goes. Look at this.
Yes, he's free.
Oh, that's a
Down
touchdown.
the sideline. Francis is in for his second touchdown of the game. They said go for it. He went for it. Touchdown, Pirates.
Hey, you see that a lot, man. On those short yardage, you got so many bodies right there packed in together. If you can break that initial wave, a lot of times, man, you see those quarterbacks or running backs, they just break free. There's just nobody else because everybody's clogging up that middle. Man, is that his 20th touchdown?
That is his 20th touchdown on the season.
Oh, have a season, young man. Have a season.
2 touchdowns. He has had a spectacular season.
So far, he's averaging a touchdown a quarter in this game. And it's good.
Extra point is good. Put down by Clark, 14-7. And let's take a look at that sneak one more time. Easton Francis, the junior, says, okay, I'll go to the end zone.
Yep, man, I can tell you this. Blanchard's coach is not going to be happy with number 11's effort there. He didn't seem fully convinced that he wanted to stick his head in there.
So 14-7 our score with 10:56 left to go in the second quarter. It was 7-7 after the first. So Poteau with some momentum right now. Blanchard looking to respond. Jamie Nance, Bryce Mandrin back to receive.
Ooh, boy, we just had like a war cry out there, Jacob.
This will not get to Nance or Mandrin.
That's the aforementioned number 11 there that wasn't willing to stick his face in there and make that stop.
Cresswell on the recovery.
A short kickoff there.
Well, that may be smart. If you don't want to give it to Nance or Mandrin, you kick it off to some of the other guys. You mentioned it, Cresswell fields it right there. 1st and 10 for Blanchard.
Let's see if Blanchard can answer the bell. What do we got? 10:50 left in this here quarter.
TJ Chase gets the snap. Nance with the handoff. Nance cross midfield. Can he get there? Just shy of midfield at the 48. Nance is so special out of the backfield, and we saw him for the deep threat for his touchdown as well.
You got a special player like that, you got to have just a block of offensive plays that gets his hands on the ball, whether it be throwing right there, they just handed it to him, and they'll come back to that play after a while. They may do it right now where the quarterback keeps it and goes the other way. Because, you know, everybody in Poteau has been drilling. They probably had 3 or 4 guys all.
They try to go out to Nance. It was over his head.
They probably had their fastest guy out there wearing number 1 in practice all week just to give him give the defense a look. We gotta count for number 1. And that time they faked the handoff. They were just trying to throw a little flare to him.
That was Jack Duchel on the coverage on Nance.
Ooh, we just got a score on the Bethany Wagner game, man. Wagner's getting beat 13-0.
Chase looking real deep.
He's got all.
Doesn't have time to throw over the head of his man.
He had a lot of time early, and then it just kind of broke down. He got happy feet too.
Intended for Brown. It was over the head of Brown, and it's 3rd down. The Pirates faithful making some noise with those cowbells. Brian loves those cowbells. Noisiest it's been yet. Chase in the pocket. Pressured, throws over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Redmond, and 4th down comes up for the Pirates.
He had him there, man. He just overshot him.
Yep, he had him for sure.
I think Blanchard's coach would like to see him set his feet and just turn that thing loose, just cut it loose. Now we've got Nance here in the slot. Let's keep our eye on him for any fakes.
Madron punts it away. Try to keep it from going out of bounds at the 35. So that's where the Pirates will start their offense as they lead this game 14-7.
This is a key drive for Blanchard, in my opinion. They've given up touchdowns their last 2 drives. They were able to answer the first one, but now, I mean, you're staring at going down 21-7 in the second quarter. You know, on the road.
Jet Pitchford, quarterback, 6'4", 170 pounds, senior.
Now Poteau's found a little something with this formation. By formation, they're scheming a run game. You know, they've got 3 to the top and 1 to the bottom again with that little sidecar. And they've had a lot of success running out of this formation.
Francis comes out of the backfield. They're going to go long to Francis.
Back.
Francis makes the catch, and Francis is gone. Count him up. Not 1, not 2. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Francis is red hot right now for the Pirates.
Well, they got him, man.
Wide open, Brian.
Yeah, yep. It was a little, they've shown that roll a couple times, that little roll to one side, and they just leaked him out. I don't know how you, I mean, the guy scored 2 touchdowns. I don't know how you let him go. I mean, they just turned him loose. Oh, are we going for 2 here?
We may be going for 2. Statistically, Blanchard, the worst quarter defending-wise, as they go for 2, and they're in.
It.
Francis gets the 2-point conversion.
And he's got 20 points on the night. Did you have him in fantasy this week?
Oh, I should have.
Man. The guy right before me chose him.
So Francis puts it in, 22-7. Like I was saying before, Blanchard's defense, each by quarter, the points they allow, the second quarter is the most points they allow per quarter. They allow almost 14 points per quarter in the second. And maybe the best part about their defense is that they only let up 3 points in the 4th. But Poteau right now, 22-7. They take the lead.
And think
they've stuck with that lead.
On that last drive, I think Blanchard maybe outthought themselves, man. They went maybe try to get too cute with it. But, man, there's not a sign of panic on that sideline, man. You don't see guys arguing or anything. They're down, and let's see if they can get back into this.
Nance and Madron back to receive. Clark with the kick. Again, they won't give it to Madron. Cresswell breaking free. Cresswell across midfield, and he's tackled by the kicker. Garrett Clark on the tackle. That saved a touchdown for sure.
Yeah.
Look at this. He had green pastures in front of him, and the kicker gets the job done.
I was as soon as he made that tackle, he started running, and I thought he was going to the wrong sideline. He's picking up his tee.
Wow. What a tackle there by Garrett Clark. Blanchard. Nance was the man in motion. Chase dropped the football, and he is absolutely slammed to the ground by Gunnar Thompson. Gunnar Thompson says no more. Look at this. Boom.
Yeah.
2-yard loss on the play.
Frankly, they're lucky to get out of that with a 2-yard loss, man. That
could have been worse.
Yeah.
Well, Chase had some time to gather himself with that football and then start to run.
And luckily, it never got outside of his body frame.
Yeah, you're
it
right.
just stayed right there. Or luckily for Blanchard. I'm sure Poteau would argue with this.
2nd and 12. 9 minutes.
And Blanchard's taking a timeout, man.
Timeout. Their first.
I think Coach may be sensing that this is going to get away from him.
We'll take a break, but it's all Poteau so far.
This holiday season, sometimes it's nicer to be naughty. But no matter what, you're still on our list. Visit a Bravado Wireless store for the best holiday deals on the hottest phones. At Bravado Wireless, we believe in the power of connection.
Back here at Costner Stadium in Poteau, Oklahoma. Glad you're with us here on Bravado Wireless. A 22-7 lead for Poteau over the Blanchard Lions. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows. Blanchard again coming into this game 9-2. Poteau undefeated at 11-0. Trying to stay that way, and right now it's looking pretty good for the Pirates. And the Pirates, they've had their rash of injuries this season as they return 7 starters both on the offensive side and the defensive side from last year. As the Blanchard offense comes back out, averaging 38 points a game.
Been held largely in check to this point.
And they've been held largely in check. Nance does have a touchdown on the game, the lone score for the Lions. Not even looking towards his way. Ball goes off the hands and out of bounds. Intended for Brown.
Yeah, that was a late throw. He came open and he just wasn't ready to trigger it. You got to, man, Hilldale and Tuttle tied 7-7. So now we got a long third down here. But, hey, Blanchard needs to do something to stop this momentum, man. Uncle Mo is definitely wearing red with a pirate hat.
3rd and 12.
Looks like they're going to go trips to the field here and put Nance on the inside. So somebody's going to be singled because he's going to draw a double, maybe a triple. So somebody's going to be singled up. Oh, he took another timeout here.
And another timeout taken by the Lions.
We're going to stay right here with you.
Wow. Second time in this quarter that Blanchard has to use their timeout. Bravado Wireless is your hometown wireless phone provider, offering unlimited talk, text, and data plan for only $40 a month at Bravado Wireless. Visit bravadowireless.com, like us on Facebook, or visit one of the Bravado Wireless stores for amazing deals. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter for in-depth coverage of tonight's game. Go bold, go Bravado. Do you remember your Twitter handle now?
I know it's Montana Native something.
Montana Native?
We got a young man, a young pirate right here, peeking in the window, man. I wish we had a camera over here. What's your name, young man? Nixon? Oh, we got Coach Mazey's son up here.
Oh, wow.
And
that is,
hey, go figure. He's got a big smile on his face. He knows his dad's
He knows
got
what's
Blanchard
good.
on the ropes right now.
Well, Coach Mazey definitely wants his defense to show up right now. 3rd down and 12. Stands are packed right now with Pirate fans. Chase looking deep.
Oh, he's wide open.
Wide
they
open.
blew that.
It's Nance, and he's in. He skips into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Buddy, the same thing. How do you not cover that guy? Uh-oh.
But a penalty marker's down.
Oh, that's coming
This
back.
crowd thinks it's against Blanchard.
Oh,
Look at this.
They got a legal man downfield. If you watch that again, you'll see a tackle wandering downfield, man. Oh, they got a hold.
Wow. A big play that benefits the Pirates. Nance was so wide open.
Yeah, I mean, now we've seen each team's best player uncovered. I mean, I don't know how that you allow that. You got to make somebody else beat you.
It's at the Blanchard 46, and it's 3rd and 22. But don't be fooled. They've got the weapons to go deep. We've seen it twice in this game, but only one of them counting for scores. 3rd and 22. Chase in the pocket. Here comes pressure. 2 men chasing him. Chase on his feet, throws deep, and it's intercepted by the Pirates. Coming back the other way, Jagger Dill.
Yeah, again, that throw was late, but I think even if he had thrown it out there long enough, I think they got him for illegal forward pass.
Jagger Dill with his 6th interception of the season.
I think we got a illegal forward pass there. I think he was across the line of scrimmage.
If that stands, it'll be his 6th. Man, there is a lot of pausing tonight for flags or to see what the chains are. Cannot hear what the referee just said.
Yeah, they declined it.
So we'll be.
They're going to get, they got the
An
ball.
interception.
Yeah, man, they got the ball right at mid, just shy of midfield, man.
Blanchard definitely needs a stop right here because all momentum swinging towards Poteau.
Yeah. Pardon the bad pun here, but the Pirates got Blanchard at the end of the plank, man.
How long did it take you to think about that one?
I
before
just
you
saw the
said
big
it?
pirate right there.
1st and 10. Pitchford.
Yeah, they've got Blanchard on their heels, man. They were tackling so well through the first quarter, and now they're missing tackles. They're not covering, so they've kind of got them out of their comfort zone.
Cheek made the catch. Look at that interception right there by Jagger Dill. Made a nice move to get out of the way. Get some extra yards out of that. Here comes Pitchford. Hand it off. Francis.
He almost broke that one free, man.
Francis, just such a talented kid. He had 5 touchdowns versus Sallisaw back on September 20th. That was a 50-6 win for Poteau.
Oh, Wagner scored 13-7. All these 4A scores. These Stigler's dream runs coming to an end there, it looks like. Here we go. We got 1st and 10. Just a little.
Pitchford.
Don't throw that.
We'll throw it
There
away.
we go. Nice. Oh, don't hit the cheerleader, though, man. Come on.
That is something you do not want to do. You don't want an angry cheerleader on the sidelines.
Yeah, man.
2nd down for the Pirates. I mentioned that 50-6 win versus Sallisaw. That was a string of 5 straight games where the defense let up just 6 points. They beat Sallisaw 50-6, Fort Gibson 43-6. They went to Central, beat them 35-6.
Oh, we're going to have intentional grounding here.
Oh, now they're going to call a grounding.
Yeah. That cheerleader agrees. Man, you don't want to hit a cheerleader, no matter if you're the quarterback or not, because you may have to ask her to the prom.
You're right.
Come on, man.
Prom season.
That's just not what you do.
So Poteau went to Stillwell after that Central win. They beat them 63-6, so they have had some impressive games, not only offensively, but defensively.
Yep.
There's the referee on his mic. 2nd down and 10. Pitchford gets called for the intentional grounding.
And that's a spot of penalized from the spot and the play count, so it's like a double whammy.
Pitchford gets the snap, running to his left. Still has the football, being chased. And he'll get out of bounds. Being chased by Jacob Maston.
Man, he took a nasty spill over there, too. He's slow getting up.
And he may still be down.
Yeah. He's on the
He
sideline.
is. And this would not be good for Poteau, who has a 22-7 lead right now. Jet Pitchford, starting quarterback, down at the Blanchard sideline as he gets helped up. Take a look at what happened here. Casually just chose to run it out.
Oh, man.
And a little hitch in his leg.
Yeah, that's not good, man. That was a non-contact deal. I mean,
And
nobody hit him.
And he tried to get up and he couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So the Blanchard players kneeling right now. And if Pitchford cannot come in, it will be Cole Hensley, the freshman backup quarterback.
Ooh.
And I had been talking with head coach Forrest Mazie about the combination of both guys. And he had told me, he said, well, I've been really lucky and not
Oh, he's not putting any weight on that.
Had
man.
to
That's
use
not good.
Cole Hensley because Pitchford's been so good, but this is not what you want to see if you're a Poteau fan. Cole Hensley is now going to have to start to warm up and get in this game because no weight is being put on the right leg of Jet Pitchford, who coming into this game, this was his 40th career game. 40th career game for Jet Pitchford. 56% pass completions, over 3,700 yards.
And him and the tailback there, Easton Francis, just have they just know where each other's going. So now
Pitchford was also the Week 1 Bravado Wireless Player of the Week on OKPreps.com. So
Jet. Now it looks like they're going to put Francis in at quarterback, number 2.
Francis has also done that this season.
More of a running quarterback. Oh, he's going to drop
Maisie
back and throw it.
going to go very long, and that's
off.
intercepted by Redmond. Redmond's going to run it back the other way. First pass thrown by Francis is intercepted by Redmond, and that is his 4th interception of the season.
It looks like we got a hold on Blanchard on that return. You could see Poteau's thinking there, hey, we got a tailback playing quarterback, so nobody thinks that we're going to throw it deep, so let's throw it deep. How that, man?
Wow, what a turn this game has gone down.
Yeah.
Jet Pitchford, starting quarterback, taken out. They put Francis in. They don't elect to go for Hensley, and his first pass is intercepted.
I think it's probably a good thing that none of the coaches from Blanchard have access to the replay we had, because the guy that got called for holding just got cleaned. I mean, he didn't have a chance to hold. He just got run over. So now, man, they got the ball. They're at the 21. Now let's see if they can get it rolling back in their direction. We got Nance in the slot down here at the bottom of the screen. Twins to the top. Sidecar right.
Here we go. Handoff inside. Not much room there. Maybe a couple.
Let's mark that time. Right at about the 7-minute mark, man.
7-minute mark.
We'll see if Go Eufaula beating Colgate up, man. Eufaula looks like they're going to move themselves into the quarters. Oh, that's going to be illegal procedure. Everybody knew the snap count except for the center, man.
Got to know that snap count, right, Brian?
Hey, if you're the center, you got one job. Know the snap count. I guess you got 2. Know the snap count and snap it on said count.
Well, here we go. 22-7, 6:22 left to go in this game. In the first half.
Little rollout again.
Roll out, give it up.
No, he didn't. Little draw. Boy, they fooled me.
Madron with the carry.
First down. Man, that's their first down in a while, brother. And it came at a good time. Now you start thinking ahead a little bit. If they can put some points on the board here, they get the ball coming out of halftime too.
And that is something that they'll be very happy about, to start the second half with the ball.
But you don't want to put the horse in front of the cart in front of the horse.
Off to Mandron.
Oh,
Mandron
big hole.
Right up the middle. All the room in the world. Mandron still on his feet. Inside the 15, and he's pumped up.
Oh, and now, now the Blanchard stands are awake, fellas. Now, I think we got a ball game, man.
Mandron over 1,500 yards this season. Ball's going to be spotted at the 14. First down and 10. Mandron in the backfield. Nance out to the left. They'll just give it back to Mandron. He'll gain a couple. And talking with Blanchard head coach Jeff Craig, he said that Mandron is deceptively fast, and a lot of people don't realize how fast he actually is. He's the starting center fielder on the baseball team for a reason.
Man, he hit that hole going, buddy. He almost made the limo call.
Chase keeps it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 11.
And I'm been sideline watching, man. I don't see Pitchford anywhere on the sidelines. I think they took him on back somewhere. Hey, now look, man, we got third down now, man. Poteau's defense found themselves, man.
3rd down and 7.
Cover number 1.
Nance out to the right. Chase fakes the handoff, throws for Nance, and it's out of bounds. 4th down.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance on that. They came in with a blitz there, and he couldn't step into that throw.
Now, do you go for it in this situation?
I think you do, man. I mean,
They'll keep the team out there.
Yeah,
So
4:52 on the clock. You're counting on your defense to get a stop against the backup quarterback if you don't score, because you can still get a 1st down. I mean, it doesn't have to be a touchdown.
4th and 7. TJ Chase trying to get his guys back on the scoreboard. Blanchard down 22-7 with 4:52 left to go in the first half, and they'll take a timeout. Oh, they'll take a timeout. We'll take it too. 22-7. Blanchard trying to put some more points on the scoreboard.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Never miss a touchdown with Bravado Wireless. Bravado Wireless is your destination for live streaming local games and events. Watch tonight's game for free at BravadoTV.com. Visit one of Bravado Wireless stores for amazing deals. Go bold. Go Bravado. 22-7 Poteau over Blanchard. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows here on Bravado Wireless.
And our guy Jet down there, I have found him. He is laying on the bench.
Okay.
And the only reason I saw him is because there's a bunch of people coming to shake his hand, man. I think his night's done.
So if you're just tuning in, starting quarterback for Poteau, Jet Pitchford, taken out of this game, could not put any weight on his right leg. And Easton Francis came in through an interception. And now here we are.
Very next play, Blanchard goes up the middle for about 30.
4th and 7. Chase will pass. Still has the football. Chase. Ball is batted away. And Poteau stands on defense.
Chase's throws are late, man. I mean, that was late.
Schoonover was looking for a flag as he was the intended receiver.
I mean, he was open for a while, and then as he kept drifting out. Ooh, look at that! Booker T is rising up for the east side. Now Bixby scored, 14-10. Now let's see who we got. Is Francis going to be the quarterback, or are they going to go? Are they ready to? Yep, Francis is the quarterback.
Francis
not ready to put the true freshman in the.
Francis only attempted 2 passes before this game.
That's going to be a hold.
As there's a flag on the play, he just took it right up the middle. A lot of Wildcat will be coming up next. But Francis, before his interception he just threw, made 2 pass attempts for 20 yards.
And I'm sure that Coach Mazey wouldn't mind that, you know, he's got to feel that his defense has got a good handle on what Blanchard's doing. So, run, punt, keep field position in your favor, take it to the house and on to the next round.
So Poteau will start from their own 5-yard line. Francis in at quarterback. If you're just tuning in, Jet Pitchford is out with a leg injury. We do not know the extent of that.
You hate it for that young man, senior that's been building to this moment. There's a little zone read there. They expected Francis to keep it, and instead he handed it to number 10. And picked up
That was Jake Patterson.
God, man, my numbers are all messed up. I showed number 10 is Nathan Ulmer, but
Patterson is 13. Francis fakes to Patterson, throws it out
he's
to
coming
the
downhill.
wide, and Cheek lost the ball, but I believe it will be an incomplete catch.
And look at, man, they may have another injury. He went.
Cheek is coming up limping. This is not a good sign for the Pirates.
Watch his ankle, knee area, because he came in to shoestring. Oh, yeah.
Redmond on the tackle.
Looks like he's staying in the game. No, looks like he came off.
Yeah, he did come off. Francis fakes the handoff, takes it himself up the middle. Francis
nice
has some
move.
room to work. He gets
first down
to the 24. First down. Clock keeps going down, 3:35 to go. Poteau trying to add to their lead without their starting quarterback. And they've got their junior running back, their star running back in it, QB right now. Finds Mencken. And Mencken is wrapped up by 3 or 4 Lions. That's Jaden Mencken, 6'2", 175, junior. Had 11 receptions for 111 yards coming into this game.
Broken Bow scored to get on top of Clinton there.
And you mentioned Broken Bow.
Yeah, we've seen Broken Bow, man. They're impressive. They got as good a front seven as there is in the state. Now, we have some questions about their secondary.
Francis.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
And he'll hand it off to Ulmer, who doesn't go much farther than where they started. And you talk about Broken Bow. Poteau beat Broken Bow 17-6 on October 18th. And I asked head coach Forrest Mazie what his most impressive win on the season was, and he picked that game.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Broken Bow, they've got a quarterback that's as shifty as they come, man. Broken Bow, we saw them just take apart Hilldale from the first snap of the game to the last. I mean, they just completely took Hilldale apart. Oh, we got a legal procedure or timeout?
Timeout taken by Poteau. That's their final timeout.
Ooh, Bishop Kelly and McGinnis tied 14 apiece.
So final timeout for the Pirates.
Collinsville leading 7-3 at halftime. Now that score with Hilldale, I believe Tuttle scored. I think it's 14-7 now.
Make sure you check out the holiday special at Bravado Wireless, $99 iPhone XR. Restrictions apply. Also the home internet unlimited package, $49.99 a month. Phones, unlimited talk, text, data, $40 a month. So make sure you check that out. Holiday special at Bravado Wireless. 22-7 our score, 1:55 left to go in the first half. Jacob Toby alongside Ryan Shows.
Vianne's playing Millwood, man. That 20-14, that's not bad.
And take a look at the landscape of this game right now. Poteau just trying to get to halftime, not get any more guys injured. They just had Carson Chico off the field with what looked to be an ankle injury, but he is back.
He's got a noticeable hitch in the giddy-up.
Can't have hitches in your giddy-up there.
No, sir.
Francis.
Quarterback draw.
Spins to his right, but he's wrapped up. For a moment, it looked like he might have had a bit more space.
And let me tell you, when that first happened, because Blanchard was showing an A-gap blitz, and the guard washed him out up the field. There was a hole the size of Panama. You came through Panama coming through here, so there. I mean, it was a nice size hole.
Panama.
Panama, Oklahoma.
Panama, Oklahoma.
Yes, sir. You ride home and tell your your relatives that you went through Panama tonight. We're
4th and 7. Special teams territory here.
Remember, they faked their first one.
This one will bounce
Well,
back inside the 20.
Man, he sure thought about grabbing that, didn't he?
And picked up by Jack Duchel at the 13. So Blanchard will have a crack to score. 53 seconds to go.
Uh-oh. Got
And
a
a
sideline
sideline warning.
That's the one thing you don't see in
Okay.
in high school is the get back coaches. The guy that just runs up and down tells everybody, get back. Oh, yeah, well, the head coach is taking that upon himself.
53 seconds for Blanchard to try and put some points on the board here. TJ Chase and company looking to,
I think,
get this game to a closer score margin.
Oh, there's the updated Hilldale Tuttle, 21-14. Hilldale's making a nice showing.
Chase, low snap, hands it off to Madron. Madron across the 20.
With no timeouts left for them, so they've got to show a little sense of urgency.
They're quick to the line. 40 seconds left to go. Chase hands it off to Madron again. Tries to spin his way
Oh, he's
out
still
of
on
one
his feet.
tackle. And he's dropped at the 20. In on that play, Nate Ulmer.
I think right now, man, the Blanchard coach is saying my quarterback's a little confused. He's not sure what he's seeing. He's throwing late. You got a guy that's a D1 commit. I expected him to kind of get it up the field, but he's just handing it off, man. They're content to let this half die.
That will be the final play of the first half. Madron got the handoff, and that'll do it. So the Poteau Pirates will go into halftime here at home at Costner Stadium with a lead of 22-7, but they do lose their starting quarterback, Jet Pitchford, to a leg injury. Will he return? That is yet to be determined. But again, the Poteau Pirates up on the Blanchard Lions 22-7. We'll take a short break for halftime, and we'll be back with the second half coming up next. Bravado Wireless Game of the Week.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit BravadoWireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
All right, third quarter about to begin here in Poteau, Oklahoma. Costner Stadium, where Poteau has a 22-7 lead over the Blanchard Lions. What's going on, everybody? Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows. As we're about to get this second half rolling, what are you looking for in this one?
I'm interested to see how Blanchard comes out, see if the quarterback can kind of settle down, make on-time throws, and just to see how Poteau manages this second half. Obviously, the coaches have a lot of confidence in Francis. I mean, they've let him throw it around, including his first snap, so it's going to be interesting, man. I mean, look, Blanchard's averaging almost 40 points a game, and now they're struggling. I was looking at the halftime stats. They got just barely over 100 yards in offense in the first half. So I think Poteau threw some defensive looks that maybe the quarterback wasn't expecting, so kept him off balance.
99 rushing yards and 60 passing yards for Blanchard in the first half.
And they're not used to that, you know.
Here comes Garrett Clark to kick it away. Nance and Madron back to receive it.
Oh, deep kick.
This is a deep kick. Madron has it, and it will drop into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Lion offense. TJ Chase, the quarterback, had an interception in the first half.
Almost two.
And almost two, you're right. Jagger Dill getting his 6th interception of the season. So ball at the 20. Blanchard looking to point
they've got
some
the
points on the
backup
board.
quarterback in, Jacob. Number 6.
And here comes Cole Smith, 5'10", 175-pound senior. He's played in every game so far this season. Hands it off to Madron, and Madron has a hole up the middle. Madron still going on his feet past the 40.
And you can just on that little play there, that read option, the 59 from Poteau came straight up field and respected the quarterback run. I mean, he went straight to the quarterback. In the first half, they weren't respecting it. So, man, that's well coached. This kid comes off the bench, and they know who came off the bench, and they know what he's capable of.
Smith hands it off to Madron again.
Oh,
Madron, another big hole. There he goes, up the middle. Madron still on his feet, and he got tripped up at the last second.
Buddy, he was on his way to the limo, Jacob. I mean, he literally got tripped up. Let's see, 16 here makes just a
barely makes the stop. Jagger Dill barely touched him.
Yeah, that was.
But Madron couldn't keep himself up. He fell down.
But we saw the same sort of play there in the second quarter where he ran it, didn't hit pay dirt, and then they stalled out inside the 10. So let's see.
Smith off to Madron once more, and he won't get the same kind of room he just got on his last run.
Man.
Madron with 155 yards in this game at the moment. And that's going to change because he's going to keep getting the ball right here.
Buddy, it's going to have to change big time if they're going to get back into this game.
So TJ Chase was the quarterback in the first half, threw an interception.
Generally
Coach Craig goes
out
with
of sync.
Smith.
Yeah, just generally looked out of sync.
Fake handoff. Smith keeps it himself, bumps into his own offensive lineman. He bumped into Caleb Reed. And he won't get much room.
Couple tackles in the backfield, bumped into his own guy.
Look at this. Excuse me. Oop, blocked by Reed. His own guy. Well, here we go. Third down. Can Poteau stop the offense of Blanchard? Smith looks to the sideline, changes the play. Nance out to the left. Madron in the backfield. Hands it off to Madron. Picking and choosing his spots, and he is wrapped up by 4 Poteau defenders. And Cass Fenton on the tackle, leading the way.
Yeah, I think the quarterback made the wrong read there. Yeah. 59 jumped inside. I think he should have kept that.
4th down, they'll keep the offense on the field. You need to at this point. Blanchard needs points. The Pirate crowd getting loud at Costner Stadium. here in Poteau, Oklahoma. Smith to the end
Oh,
zone.
he's wide open.
And wide open.
Threw it behind him, couldn't come up with it.
Incomplete. Ronnie Brown couldn't make the catch. Smith with the throw behind him. And the Pirates get the stop they needed on 4th down.
You watch this. I mean, it was behind him. You got to find a way to come up with this catch, man. That's a
Wide
catch.
open.
Yeah, that's a catch you got to make. The quarterback could have led him a little bit better, but at the end of the day, he had both hands on the ball.
Wow, that is something else.
Once again, man, they stall out inside the 10.
So here comes Francis and this Poteau offense. Francis will keep it himself.
Now, something I was noticing at halftime, man. Your research led to Francis is playing with a healing MCL.
Yeah, Francis did, in fact, tear his ACL versus Fort Gibson. That was back on September 28th. He missed 3 games, was eased back in versus Muldrow, and he's still not 100%.
Yeah, you can see him there with that left knee.
Coach Mazey says Easton at 80% is better than most others at 100%.
Buddy, if this is him at 80, I'd like to see him at 100.
He's a dual threat guy, Wildcat. We're seeing it all right there. And Coach also said, I hate to put too much of the burden on his shoulders, but right now he has most of that burden because of the injury to Jet Pitch for the starting quarterback in the first half.
Yes, sir. Now we got 3rd and long here.
3rd and 11.
See, this is going to say a lot about what it's just a straight run.
Francis keeps it himself and is hit and stopped. And on that stop was Rex Redmond, who had an interception in the first half and makes the tackle there.
I don't like Francis's body language when he got up. If we could show that again, man, he was kind of fiddling with that knee brace and he looked uncomfortable.
Yeah, Coach definitely said he is not at 100%, and you have to punt it away here. So Colton Williamson.
Now remember, they faked it out of when Blanchard went to this look in the first. They're going to go ahead and kick this. Nice high punt.
Fair catch called for, and now the Lions have their chance with some good field position.
Got 7:31 left in the second quarter.
Again, a 22-7 lead. Blanchard trailing. Blanchard coming off a 21-11 win in the first round. There's Cash.
Yeah, and that's pretty impressive, man. I grew up in the Lawton area, and Cash is a rough place to play, buddy.
Why is that?
It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and they got the stadium. It's in a bowl, and man, they draw them. I bet you that place was packed.
Smith in at quarterback still. Madron keeps the football, gets a couple yards. Cole Smith coming into this game, played 11 games.
Picked up about 3 there. 2nd and 7.
Smith, Madron to his right, fakes the handoffs. Smith
oh, nice.
out to his right. He's got his man. Schoonover is tackled at the 30.
It's a little option route there.
So Smith actually started the season at quarterback because TJ Chase, the senior, broke his ankle in the summer. And he came back week 5 in that 40-0 win versus McLeod. So Smith started those first 4 games.
And we got 3rd and about 4 here.
Smith in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws, has his man over the middle. It's Nance. Nance gets tackled from behind, but he gets the first down.
There's a lot of hay to be made right there in that area because I've been watching the linebackers step up. They step up and just create that void right there. Again, Poteau's watching the wrong guy. You got to watch number 1, fellas.
He's really the only receiver that's had some star-studded plays in this game for the Lions. Hand off to Madron, cuts inside.
Nice stop there by 13 from Poteau, man.
That's Jake Patterson coming in, leading this team in fumble recoveries with 3.
I mean, we say a nice tackle after a gain of 6, but had he not gotten a piece of him right there.
There was open field.
Yep. 2nd and 4.
Smith keeps it himself. Smith still on his feet, approaching the 20, gets down to the 21-yard line. Smith has rushed for more yards this season than his past 3 seasons combined. In his best game of the season so far versus Elgin, first game of the season, he went 8 for 9, had 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Blanchard won 50-13.
Man.
That was back on August 31st. So Smith is used to the pressure of being a starting quarterback.
It's nice that you have that delay to lay back on right there. And you see number 10, the starting quarterback, not pouting on the sidelines, man. He's going to each of the offensive linemen, keeping them engaged, telling them good job.
Yeah, TJ Chase knows what it's like to play the 2-quarterback system. And as a coach, how hard is it to choose between 2 different guys when both of them are very capable of moving an offense up and down the field?
Man, I'm an old school guy, and you know, I grew up thinking if you got 2, you don't have 1. But it seems to work for Blanchard. I mean, who might have second guessed it? And they both bring such different skill sets. So
yeah, Smith more of a runner, TJ Chase more of the passing type.
Yeah, and you know, Chase is a senior. He understands. I mean, he wants to get into the next round no matter how it happens. We got Nance in the backfield now, Jacob.
Watch out for Nance. Cresswell is out to the left.
Oh, that play was doomed from the start. The timing just looked off.
Not much room.
Yeah, the snap was a little off, and he couldn't get the timing with Nance just right on that.
2nd down. Under 5 minutes left to go. 3rd quarter. Lions really need some points.
That's odd. He didn't pick up. Okay. Yeah, 2nd and 11 here. Nance is back in the slot. Let's see if they go back over the linebackers' heads there.
Schoonover
there it
in
is.
motion. They go back to Nance. Pass was broken up, and you saw it from the start.
Our guy 5 there made, yeah. It was right there, Caden Stockton, outside linebacker. He learned from the last time. Nope, now they're bringing in TJ Chase, the throwing quarterback.
On 3rd and 11, they switch the quarterbacks out.
It's like a relief pitcher coming in. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded. No pressure here, bud.
Can Poteau get a defensive stop? Fake handoff. Going deep towards the end zone, and it won't be caught. Cresswell was in the vicinity. He fell down. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's 4th down.
They had what they wanted there. I mean, he was open.
Yeah, you're keeping your offense on the field, no doubt about it. There is no time to waste.
11, no. I mean, after how long the first half was, we're down to 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left. So you're starting to count possessions now, especially Poteau's going to be content to just run it and punt it, you know?
Joshua Smith, the defensive tackle, hustling off the field there, so there was no penalty. Chase in a quarterback.
Oh, he's wide
going
open
for
in
the
the
end
middle.
zone, and it's caught. Shoot over into the end zone for the touchdown. And here come the Lions.
Now, that was the first time I'd seen Poteau in that defense. They were in a Tampa 2. The linebacker's supposed to drop into that void. The two safeties split to take the outside. And, I mean, for years you saw Tampa Bay doing it. Derek Brooks patrolling the middle. And he just didn't get enough drop. And he knows it, too. You could see him. He had his head down.
Extra point is good. 22-14 is the score we have right now. Blanchard trying to make a comeback here in the second half. 4:12 left to go in the third quarter.
That was the best throw that Chase has made all night long. He's hit a touchdown. That was a nice pass, but the guys were more wide open. I mean, that guy wasn't wide open. He was open, but you had to drop that in there. That was the best throw he's made all night, in my view. Gore holding on. Come on, Gore.
Bravado Wireless is your hometown wireless phone provider, offering unlimited talk, text, and data plan for only $40 a month at Bravado Wireless. Visit bravadowireless.com, like us on Facebook, or visit one of the Bravado Wireless stores for amazing deals. Don't forget to also follow us on Twitter for in-depth coverage of tonight's game. Go bold, go Bravado.
Man, Nate came up at halftime and congratulated us because the views were sitting at 396 on Facebook. It's the most we've had all year. It's your star power.
It's
Jacob.
that's exactly what it is.
You brought in the Tulsa market.
Oh, for sure.
Now, if there's 4 more people, we could get to 400. We'd appreciate that.
Caleb Reed kicks it off. Caught in the backfield by Pate, and Pate is tackled at the 33.
You got to, Mr. Pate, you got to get going north and south there. You can't run east and west on a kickoff return.
There is not a set guy that will return kickoffs for this team. Head coach Forrest Mazie saying they would love it for Francis to do so, but since he's
a marked man.
Since he's been injured with that torn MCL, they don't want to put too much pressure on him. But right now he's in at quarterback and trying to march this team down the field against a Blanchard defense.
Now Blanchard's got a little extra step, a little extra pep in their step, man. This is the most active their defense has looked in a long time. Oh, we got 2 guys with their helmets caught.
Oh, wow. You don't see that too often.
No.
As Cole Hensley got the handoff in the backfield.
Yeah, look at them, man. They're more active. Their body language is better, man. Blanchard coach gotta like what he's seeing right now.
Jared Price on that tackle. 2nd down and 8 with 3:30 left in the third quarter. Francis hands it off. Ulmer is tackled.
Short game, one yard.
McKay makes the stop. And it'll be 3rd down. And this is maybe the most important 3rd down today for Blanchard's defense.
Yeah, because the Blanchard offense, you get the feeling that they're maybe starting to roll a little bit. They've been running the ball well this half, and then they just knocked down a nice pass. So you get the feeling that, man, Coach Mazie doesn't want his defense to have to trot right back out there. Now, out of this formation in the first half, they threw that wheel route to him. Yep, here it comes.
Watch Thompson on the bottom of your screen, and
they took a late timeout.
Poteau takes the timeout, and with that, we'll step aside for a moment. 22-14, Pirates up on the Lions.
Wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to Costner Stadium, everybody, in Poteau, Oklahoma. Jacob Toby, Brian Shows bringing you the action here on Bravado Wireless. Blanchard trailing 22-14 as they try to get a big third down stop here. 3rd down and 6 for the Poteau offense.
Poteau's got a different formation here. They're really...
Francis looking to pass.
It was that little whip route. Oh, he just
throws
threw that
the ball
up.
down. And it's incomplete,
Hey,
intended for Duncan.
That's one of my pet peeves. Like number 15 right there was celebrating everything. That came off the receiver's hands. It's nothing that you did well. You see it in college and pros all the time. I'm like, come on, guys. So now let's see. Now, again, they faked it out of this formation when Blanchard didn't keep their defense in the game. They faked it on this. Had a big gainer too, man.
Stockton is back to punt it away.
He's thinking about it.
He thought about it, and he'll indeed punt it. Nance is back, calls for the fair catch at the 20.
So now it's a ball game, man. You're gonna have to lean on those been there, done that seniors and juniors for Poteau. They need to stop right here because Mr. Mo was wearing red most of the first half, but it's firmly white and has a lion's mane right now. And they've got TJ Chase back in.
Chase in at quarterback. Fakes the handoff to Madron. Going long and almost picked off.
Again, man, that throw was late. He was open coming across because that safety came from 6 yards.
Almost
you'll
picked
see
off.
it. Yeah, you'll see it. I mean, he came from a long way away. There's yards to be gained in between because those linebackers, if you watch, they're all stepping up into the line expecting to run. So that's leaving a void there. So you got to hit that over the top of the safety.
Chase back in the pocket, looking deep over the middle, and almost picked off again. And look at that. Jaden Mankin, the pass breakup.
Yeah.
Coming into this game, 5 pass breakups for Mankin and 1 interception. He got another pass breakup right there.
In my view, that they're running it too deep. They've got to just go right where the 2 yards behind the linebackers because that's where the void's being created. You're bringing those safeties into play.
3rd down and 10.
And Nance is in the slot there, far side.
Top of your screen.
Oh, screen
They'll
back this way.
fling it out to Madron. Madron on the run out of bounds at the 35. Or rather the 25.
Yep, so now we're going to have 4th and 5. Let's see what we're going to do here. I think he's going to be content to punt it here. He's back within 1 score. No, yep.
Madron will appear to punt it away, but he's very
awful
capable
close,
of running
isn't
it.
Oh, no.
And a bad snap. Madron has to fling it out of bounds. No one in the area. Turnover.
They're going to call a intentional grounding there.
No one in the area. Look at this. Bad snap. Madron, nothing to do with it. Pressure coming. Pressure from Nate Ulmer. Let's listen in. Five-yard penalty, loss of downs, turnover.
Yeah, you hate to second guess a coach, and I try to stay away from it, but man, they had a little something cooking with the running game with that running quarterback, you know, so I don't. And now you're giving Blanchard a short field, or Poteau a short field here.
2 minutes exactly left to go, 3rd quarter. Poteau quickly to the line. 2 fullbacks in. and whistles. Flags are flying.
Legal procedure here.
Full start on the offense. So you go back 5 yards, but still in great field position. You're in the red zone. Poteau quickly to the line.
This is the first time we've seen this formation.
Man in motion is Thompson. Francis takes it out of the Wildcat. Still going, pounding his way inside the 10.
6, all the way to the 6.
He gets to the 6.
And I think this is 4 down territory. It wouldn't surprise me to see that same formation 3 more times.
6-yard line. Second and goal, Pirates.
Francis doing a nice job getting his team down the field. Minute 30 to go, third quarter.
Here we go, same formation.
Same exact formation. Thompson moves like he did the last time. Now he's on the opposite side. Francis takes it himself, still into the end zone for his 4th score of the game. Easton Francis for the touchdown.
You know, that was almost illegal procedure on the quarterback there. If you watch that replay, he was moving forward before the snap. Watch him. That was close, man.
Francis, his 21st touchdown of the year. Rather, 22nd touchdown of the year. Point after is good, and a flag was thrown on that play. Garrett Clark was roughed up after that kick. But the point stands 29-14, our score with 1:14 left to go in the third. Running into the kicker is the call. That'll be enforced on the kickoff. So Blanchard in some real trouble here. Down 29-14.
Poteau's got the momentum back.
And talking with head coach Jeff Craig of Blanchard, he said defensively they pride themselves to flying to the ball and being more physical, but Poteau has definitely been more physical tonight.
Yeah, it's when they've capitalized when they've had short fields like that, man. They make sure to cash it in, you know. Kicking off from the 45 with the penalty yardage.
Clark to kick it away. Nance and Madron waiting for the kick. It'll go well over their heads. For touchback.
Kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now here comes the Smith is back in at quarterback here.
They'll go with the runner.
Yeah.
Cole Smith, 5'10", 175. Senior quarterback. Let's see if they can get Nance involved a bit more. He's in the slot bottom of your screen. Now in motion. Fake the handoff. Smith has it. Out to Nance. Nance upended.
Oh, nice open field tackle.
Tackled in the open field. Jaden Mankin on the tackle.
Yeah. And if he doesn't make that tackle, Nance is celebrating his 2nd touchdown.
You can see the Division I talent.
Yeah.
When he gets in the open field, there is no chance. 2nd and 8. Handoff to Madron, and he maybe gains a couple.
Well, man, we're gonna have 3rd and long. Let's see if they bring the chase back in here.
28 seconds to go in the third quarter. They may just run this out. And they will, because the play clock is ahead of, or rather behind the game clock. So they'll let this roll all the way down.
We'll take it into the fourth quarter here.
And this is going to be coming down to the fourth quarter. Can the Pirates hold on? Or can the Lions storm back and make this a closer ball game? Keep it locked in at Bravado Wireless. We'll be back with the fourth coming up next.
This holiday season, sometimes it's nicer to be naughty. But no matter what, you're still on our list. Visit a Bravado Wireless store for the best holiday deals on the hottest phones. At Bravado Wireless, we believe in the power of connection.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Friday night football at Costner Stadium in Poteau, Oklahoma. Glad you're with us here on Bravado Wireless. Jacob Toby alongside Brian Shows. 29-14. Poteau on top of Blanchard. It's going to come down to this fourth quarter, and you need the Blanchard offense to wake up.
Yeah, they've made their hay on the offensive side of the ball all season long. Look at their scores. Have they? It's got to be their lowest outputs to this point. I mean,
yep, 14 would be their lowest point total on offense.
looks like they had 21 in a loss to Tuttle.
And the tough part about their offense is they only average 3 points in the fourth quarter this season.
Well, they played in a lot of blowouts too.
That is also true. Bad snap. Thrown out, intended for Nance, and
It's
it's
that little wheel
incomplete.
route.
That was Smith throwing the football.
Yep. And it looks,
And that was a third down, so it's 4th down and 7. They will bring in the punting unit.
seemingly.
Seemingly. Madron back to punt it.
I expect them to punt this one.
Bad snap again. Does get the punt off. Fair catch, and it's dropped, and the ball was loose for a second, but picked up by Williamson. A little too close for comfort, but nevertheless, Poteau regains possession.
Yeah, Coach Mazey's heart was in his throat right there, man, when he saw that ball hit the turf.
You talk about Forrest Mazey, 4th year as head coach, 36-12, replaced Greg Werner, who's now the Hilldale head coach.
Yep.
That was back in May of 2015.
I think we're going to get a heavy dose of Francis and whoever else they decide to put in the backfield. I don't know that Poto's going to put the ball in the air again. The clock they just want that clock to run, run, run.
I don't blame them. 13 handed off to Patterson. So no Jet Pitchford in the second half. Went out with an injury, a leg injury in the first half. So it's been all Easton Francis at quarterback. They have not played their freshman backup, Cole Hensley.
And our heart goes out, man, to that young man, Jet.
And hopefully he's okay. But what we saw did not look promising. 2nd down and 5. Patterson again.
Looks like he got enough for the first down.
It might be close.
No,
they won't give
they
it.
marked him short, way short.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit too short. Let's look where he stopped.
Yeah, they think he bounced.
Perhaps.
It's a big 3rd down for Blanchard. Let's see if they can bow their backs. Get a stop here, man. They got them all clogged in the middle. Here comes that quarterback run game.
Francis keeps it himself, puts his helmet down. Looks to be enough.
Yeah, that's a first down.
Ooh, it's close. It's the first down. We did have that one first down that was a finger's length short, and that really upset the Pirates.
Let's see. Yeah, Coach Mazey is in no hurry to signal in this play, man. His players keep looking back at him, and he's like, hey, just hang on, fellas. The clock is our friend.
It's not fun when it's not your friend. Patterson again, and they're just going to keep running up the middle. And it may be not the most flashy style, but they are playing for this win right now, up 29-14 with 9:48 to go.
If they end up salting this one away, man, tomorrow in the paper, it's not going to have not very flashy in the fourth quarter. They're just going to have that big W and moving them on to the semifinals, you know.
Second down and 8.
And a match with another team from the west side of the state, Tuttle. Oh, here's the throw. Oh, he's wide open.
Throwing to Thompson, almost intercepted.
Underthrew him, man.
Almost intercepted.
Oh, man.
By Colby Langford on the coverage.
Yep, man. Our man 25 had a few steps on him.
Gunnar Thompson, who coming into this game led his team in receiving yards.
Now, if they're going to run that play, man, I'm going to have to call for it. Nate and Mr. Rule, everybody in the trailer have grown used to it. Why not run a flea flicker?
Give me a flea flicker.
Yeah, man, that's my favorite play.
Yeah, mine too. Flea flicker all day long.
I'd run one a quarter.
Francis keeps it himself on the ground. Past the 40.
Stayed in bounds, you know. Now
Yep.
they got close to midfield, so now with the punt, they're going to make Blanchard have to drive it, assuming they get a good punt and whatnot. So this is the game plan for Poteau right now, man. Smash mouth football, and now Blanchard's they're definitely counting drives now. I don't know that every time they touch the ball, it's going to be 4-down territory now. We got 8 minutes left. Poteau's going to run the ball, and it's shown the ability to move the ball just running. So they're showing heavy pressure up the middle here. Nope, they're setting up a return.
Stockton punts it away. They'll let that ball bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, right at the 13. And that's where Blanchard will start their offense with 8:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. 29-14 the score.
And now you're almost locked into playing the quarterback that can throw the ball better, So Chase is back in. I don't know that we'll see 6 again tonight unless we get inside into the Bravado red zone. McGinnis is on top of Bishop Kelly, man. That's an upset. Carl Albert doing Carl Albert things. Collinsville
doing Collinsville things.
Yeah, opening up some breathing room there.
All right, here comes Chase. Back in the pocket, looking to sling it. Has to move to his left. He'll just dunk it out to his left, and it's caught. Nice catch out.
There's the tailback there.
It was Madron out past the 40.
Probably the 4th option on that route.
But he stayed there, waited for his option, and he was open.
And
just kind of flying by.
Yeah, the 45, the outside backer for
Dalton Brock.
Yeah, he got caught staring at the quarterback there.
Chase and a fumble, almost, but it went back into Madron's hands. Ball came out for a quick second. It'll be the last thing that the Lions want. As on the handoff, it gets a little funky. No gain, second down and 10 as the clock continues to roll down. Chase finds his man, Schoonover, tackled at the 50.
At the 49, so we're just shy of the About a half yard short of the first down here. It'll be third down, half yard. Just a little out route there. They ran that high-low concept. The inside slot guy took the safety out, and they just took the 6 yards, 7 yards that the corner was giving them. Right now, they don't want to get beat over the top, so they're going to give cushions and just tackle. And they're going to measure this. They think it's close enough to measure. And on second look, man, it is pretty close, isn't it?
Let's see how close this one actually is, because in the first half we had one that was inches, quote inches away, but it was more of a finger's length away. Finger
width,
I should say.
I remember watching that one NFL game where the referee whipped his credit card out.
Here we go. This is going to be close, not
he's
really.
Gonna be 6 inches.
A couple inches away. Third down. Again, this is just the first time these two teams are meeting.
And again, that's notable because both these teams have a strong football tradition. You'd think they'd have met up somewhere. Looks like order's starting to be restored in 6A. Bixby's on top, 17-14, and Stillwater just went on a run. It looked like 31-17 or something over Booker T.
3rd and 1. Chase is still in at quarterback. Nance is at the bottom of your screen. And flags fly.
Oh, this is going to go to 3rd and 5 yards, 6 inches.
Full start on the offense, so 3rd and 6.
That's the thing that with these new offenses, everything's out of the shotgun, man. The quarterback's what, 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2", yep.
Put him under center and let him sneak it, man. Berry Hill's hanging on. Kingfisher's. See if they can find that void behind the linebackers again.
Chase gets the snap, rolling out, looking deep. Has his man. It's Presley. Or Cresswell, excuse me. And Cresswell's slow to get up.
Yeah, he took a shot there, man. That other safety was coming in with some bad intentions and just.
And he took a shot.
Yeah.
Macon.
Bixby 24-21 over Midwest City there.
Lions moving the chains. Nance is the man in motion. They fake the handoff. Pressure coming. Has to dink it out. It's caught by Madron. Madron still on his feet past the 30 and out of bounds. Smart play there.
Yes. Stops the clock with 6:18 left. He thought about it, and he saw they had kind of set up a picket fence there. There was 4 defenders that you can see them right there.
First and 10 at the 23. Madron gets the handoff, finds a hole, past the 20. Madron still on his feet, past the 10.
Little counter look there. He took that counter step and came back across, followed his guard that was pulling there, little counter trap. And then made a nice little jump cut in the hole. Oh, Hulbert.
Madron with the handoff, bounces off to the left. And he will not get anything. Again, Madron so fast. coming into this game had 1,571 rushing yards.
He's got to be getting close to 200. He's well over 200 in all-purpose yards. Maybe closing in on 3.
And the starting center fielder for the baseball team for Blanchard. Nance is in motion. They'll look to pass. Nance is open. They get it to him, but it goes off his hands.
He forgot the first rule of making a guy miss. You got to catch the ball first.
Catch the ball, then make a miss, right?
Yes.
You can't make a miss without the ball.
Yeah.
Big third down.
Again, man, this is the third trip inside the 10 that they're really having problems with, man. Poteau does a good job when he gets inside the 10. I don't know what they're doing differently, but they really clog up those running lanes in the middle.
Crowd is on his feet here at Costner Stadium. Chase out to Madron. Pass was low. He caught it anyway. Spins, but is tackled.
Right there, 25, man. He
Tackled by Gunnar Thompson.
Yeah, man, he had 74 tackles coming in, and he's got at least 10 tonight.
Leading this team in tackles and sacks.
So now, man, we're 4th down. Under 5 minutes. You kind of get the feeling this may be the ball game. And I think that Blanchard agrees.
You really want to think this one over.
If you got a play that they haven't seen yet, now's the time to break it out.
So Blanchard trying to get this game a little bit closer. 29-14, back in a moment.
Big wireless companies keep getting bigger and bigger, but their coverage where you live is still small. At Bravado Wireless, we provide the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month, right here in Eastern Oklahoma. You deserve to connect fast to your family, friends, and colleagues, wherever they are, with no interruptions and no excuses. Don't buy into big. Go bold. Go Bravado. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
A big 4th down coming up for Blanchard as you take a look at the Pirate faithful coming out tonight to support their undefeated Poteau Pirates. As Blanchard comes in looking to advance and get to their first state title game since 2013. They lost to Kingfisher that year. Their last state title win was back in 2012, where they beat Kingfisher.
If I'm Poteau, defensive coordinator, I'm telling him, look, man, we're going to make sure number 1 doesn't catch the ball here. Make somebody else beat us.
Chase in the shotgun, looking to the end zone. Schoonover, incomplete. He looks for flags. There's none. Coverage by the Pirates. And a turnover on downs.
7 came wide open there in the corner. I don't know if we can see a replay there.
Take a look. It went to Schoonover, but watch the bottom of your screen.
Oh, you know, he may have an argument there.
For pass interference?
Yeah.
Well,
he got there a little early.
Like you said earlier, there are no replays.
Yes.
They cannot look at that one again. So here comes Francis.
We're going to get a heavy dose of Francis.
I was going to say, what are they going to do here? Hand it off for a run. It won't be Francis. It will be Patterson. Jake Patterson, the running back / middle linebacker. We'll get some work here.
Getting to the point where Blanchard may need to think about using their timeouts. They got 2 left. And you're seeing, I bet you this is that jumbo package, Jacob, that we've seen, that little diamond. Yep, here we go. There's no secret with it. They're either going on right or left. And Poteau takes a timeout.
Poteau, that is their final timeout that they have. So they take it with 4:05 left to go in the 4th quarter. And they mentioned Poteau in this game has been so good offensively. Coming into this, they averaged 38 points per game. Or if you average 80 a game, I think you'd be the greatest team of all time.
Now, we've seen some 8-man scores that got into the 80s, man.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, 8-man football, but man, that Bishop Kelly and McGinnis game is getting good. Yeah, man, before you get out of Oklahoma, you need to do yourself a favor and watch an 8-man football game, man. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. They squeeze the field just a little bit. It's not quite as wide, but man, it's wide open, and you watch arena football, I assume.
Oh yeah, yep.
It's a little bit like that, man. There's a lot of scoring.
You talk about how impressive Francis has been, not only as a running back, but can quarterback this team. He quarterbacked this team earlier in the season. And he keeps the ball there on the run. He tore his MCL this season versus Fort Gibson. He's been slow to come back, but he's still one of the best in the game. And it helps to have a quarterback guru at the helm. Forrest Mazie, a quarterback coach in his offseason, and has actually joined Michael Irvin for football camps in North Texas.
The
each summer.
playmaker. We got about 3:27 left. Oh,
Francis
the
looks
jump
to
pass.
Jump pass
Oh!
complete to Thompson. And that's not the first time he's done that this season. Francis had another jump pass versus Metro Christian in the opener. And they work on that play, they say, 4 times a practice. And it worked right there.
Yes, yes. What was key to that, though, is that they've been running out of that formation so much. You know, they haven't varied look. He's either going right or left. And Francis is wanting them to hurry, but Mazie's like, no, we're good. Let's not get into too big of a rush here.
Up the middle, breaking away.
And there it is, the dagger.
See you later, Nate Ulmer. Can he get there? Nance on the stop, and he's just shy. That is on the one. Look at this run by Nate Ulmer. He's got 2 games this season of 100+ rushing yards.
And let me take.
They give it back to Ulmer. He is stuffed.
And hey, let me point out, number 1 there, Nance, big time college prospect. Obviously he's going to lose this game, and here he is busting his tail to make that tackle for nothing more than pride.
That's a great point, Brian. I mean, kid goes to Nebraska after his high school career is done and start his college career at the Division I level. You want to see a guy play till the final buzzer.
And he could have just very well have checked into Nebraska after that jump pass, but yet he makes that tackle. So kudos, and you know, those young lions are over there watching him. If he's going to put that forth, that kind of effort out, you know, why couldn't they?
Francis looks to be stopped at the goal line. That's the 2nd straight goal line stop.
Man, he's not used to that. How's he going to react? He scored every one of their touchdowns tonight, hadn't he?
Yes, he has.
We got a timeout by Blanchard.
So there'll be a timeout by Blanchard as Poteau is in the red zone.
And smelling the semis.
You are called to be bold. You have a right to the best wireless service, high-speed internet, and customer service at a price you can feel good about. At Bravado Wireless, we know this, and that's why we put you and your community first. We are owned and operated right here in Eastern Oklahoma. We live where you live. We proudly connect you to your family, friends, and business partners wherever they are. Dallas, Seattle, Taipei, Toronto, and anywhere else in the world. We are Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back out to Costner Stadium, where the Pirates in control, 29-14, looking to advance, playing the winner of Tuttle and Hilldale.
Yep.
And they would like to see, possibly, you never know, who they would like to see. They just want to see anybody, because it means they advanced.
Yeah. The last check, man, Tuttle had gotten that game in control, 35-14, I believe was the last score we saw. Yeah.
There it is, 35-14.
So they'll be playing another team from the west side of the state.
Francis.
There it is.
Keeps it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Poteau. His 5th touchdown in this game. And he's got 23 on the season.
There's no secret to who is going to be the player of the game. And it looked like there was a flag, maybe some frustration from Blanchard. I don't know. Proud team, they're staring a long drive home, right in the face. Our man Jacob Bruce needs to get some magic, man. He's losing 31-13. Man, that game turned. Rejoice Christian hammering Gore.
Yeah, well, your thoughts on Jacob Bruce breaking the all-time rushing record in Oklahoma?
Man, he is one of our favorite subjects on our Blitz show, man. It's just amazing what that kid does. Look at that, Bixby, Midwest City coming down to it. Arden, Coweta hung tough for a while there.
BK and McGinnis in a big showdown, 34-33. So look for the point after by Clark.
I hadn't seen a Clinton. Look at, man, Wagner's making a furious comeback. They're only down a touchdown now.
35, now 36-14 with 1:45 remaining, and that fire truck sounding off its sirens because Poteau, as you take a look right there at Easton Francis, getting a little work done on his face.
Maybe a contact lens or something?
Might be bleeding under his eye. That's because he's worked so hard in this game, coming in for Jet Pitford, who, who knows what his status is going forward for their next game against Tuttle. And if he cannot go, then they do have some options. If you want to continue to do what you've done today and run Francis out there,
Coach Mazey is pretty innovative. I'd look for him to have some different looks for him. That's a scary thing for Tuttle. I mean, they have this little bit of tape with Francis at quarterback, but they don't know what the freshman does. And Mazey's pretty innovative, so man, they may have to dig through years of footage to kind of guess what they may be up against next week.
Clark kicks it out of bounds. Nance and Madron were there to field it.
Clinton Broken Bow coming down to it. All these 4A games, man, tight. Hats off to Stigler, man. They made a run to finish second in that district. And that District 3A, that Shakota and Broken Bow or not Broken Bow, Idabel. I mean, that Lincoln Christian, that district was just murder. Vienne scored a touchdown. I mean, they had 5 really. Seminole was in that district. They had 5 really, really good teams. And Shakota ended up staying home, and they're as good a team as there is.
Chase to Nance. Nance is just taken down by Jagger-Dill.
Yeah, man, Poteau is one of the best tackling teams that we've seen this year. They don't miss many open field tackles.
Dill on that stop. He leads this team in interceptions as well. Very good as one of their cornerbacks. Chase rolling right out of the pocket, looking to go deep, steps up, and is taken down. Combination of Jake Patterson and Tuifa.
It's third down for the Pirate defense.
40 seconds remaining. Chase looking to go deep. Nance is there. And it's broken up. That'll stop the clock at 32.8.
Just cycling through these Squirtle scores, man. It looks like Idabel's moving on. Berry Hill looks like they're going down after that big win over Seminole last week, man. Kingfisher came in with a little something. Lincoln Christian's moving on. Vian hanging tough with Millwood. I know that some people projected that to be a state finals. You talk about two schools with a lot of tradition, man. Jacob Bruce down by 8. Gore took one on the chin, man. Rejoice Christian. I've seen Gore this year. That Rejoice Christian to put that many points up against that Gore team is pretty impressive.
Chase flings it out of bounds.
Chase has been chased quite a bit. Whoa.
Oh, there's
Come
a
on now.
scrum going out with Thompson, Gunnar Thompson on the defensive side, and it looked to be
55.
Looked to be Caleb Reed for Blanchard in a scuffle. Didn't really catch what happened after that play.
No.
24 seconds left. Referees will have to discuss. You don't really like to see much of this because the game is well in hand.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure that Blanchard's coach would just like him to. I mean, if you're going to lose with some dignity, you know. I'm frantically searching for the 5A bracket. We got A through 4A. The greatest formation in football, Jacob.
Victory formation for the Poteau Pirates as they beat the Blanchard Lions 36-14 on their home turf at Costner Stadium. And they're moving on.
Man, it was a good game. Everything that the score doesn't flatter Blanchard, really. I mean, it was a defensive slugfest for most of the game. I feel like the better team won. The right team won, you know, on this night at least.
Poteau, coming into the season, picked to win the 4A state championship by OK Preps. Vibe Preseason Magazine had the Pirates ranked number 5 in 4A.
Just checking on some scores from some of our teams that we followed this year. Gore goes down. At last check, Hulbert was getting beat. Hilldale looks like they're on to basketball. Taking a very well thought of Tuttle. This Poteau, I'm sure Coach Mazey will be dialing up his old friend Coach Werner there at Hilldale, getting some film, kind of seeing what's going on there. So see who else. We saw that just as we watched the highlights here. Eufaula moves on into the quarterfinals with their win over Colgate. Great season continues for Eufaula. Vian and Millwood. Looks like Vian was down by a touchdown. So, man, it's high school football, baby.
And this game was all about Easton Francis. And he was so good. This was Jet Pitchford in the game earlier.
Yep.
He was taken out by a leg injury. We do not know the extent of that, so we'll see if they have him for the next game. But we talked about Francis stepping in at quarterback and playing a big part. And as you see right there,
that was a heck of a
Gunnar
throw
Thompson
there,
was amazing both on offense and defense. But you look at what Pitchford can do as a quarterback.
Yeah.
He knows how to.
And here comes his first or second or third of 5. I mean, he had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, Francis was quite ridiculous. So he's now got 23 touchdowns on the season. Final thoughts as we head into the next round of playoffs.
Man, I come out of this because I was kind of suspect of this district that Hilldale and Poteau and those teams came out. I didn't know. I mean, I had a healthy respect for it, but I didn't know how they matched up with the teams because I know what Tuttle and Blanchard, those guys do out there. So a new respect. Poteau's legit. Man, that game with Tuttle next week is going to be a war. I mean, it's because Poteau is not going to be. They're probably going to be the smaller team, but man, they're well coached. They have a plan. They stick with it. And it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be fun. High school football in Oklahoma, nothing better than that. Some people to thank before we get out of here. People that have helped with our broadcast tonight: Nate Overton, John Thompson, Chris Rule, Kim Fulton, Olivia Johnson, Sky Dickerson, Kelton Wiggins, Nikki Beeson, Gabe Popskew, Ring Shows, Mike Gambiano, and our entire crew here at Bravado Wireless. It's been a fun one tonight. And the Poteau Pirates, again, for the final score, final time, get the win, 36-14, and advance. Blanchard Lions season is done. So again, for our entire crew here at Bravado Wireless, for Brian Shows, my name is Jacob Toby. Thanks so much for watching. Again, the final score, 36-14, Poteau moving on.
And have a great day if you want to.